Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to install DeepCool's AK620 CPU cooler on an LGA 1700 socket. Now, the newer retail versions of this cooler come with the LGA 1700 bracket included, but a lot of the retailers will have older stock which doesn't come with the bracket included, and in fact this cooler that I have doesn't have the LGA 1700 bracket. So if you do get one of the older versions of the cooler, no problem. Contact DeepCool. I'll put a link to where you contact them in the description, and they'll send you their LGA mounting kit out for free to allow you to mount your cooler on Intel's new LGA 1700 socket. Right, let's get this unboxed and get it installed. The first thing for us to do is install our backplate, and this, like I said, is either going to come with the cooler if you get one of the newer versions, or it's going to come in the separate LGA 1700 mounting bracket kit you're going to get from DeepCool. So the first thing we're going to have to do is pull all these screws to their further setting to the outside. So all we need to do is pull it this way. And then if we pull here and here. And this is then going to fit through our LGA 1700 holes in our motherboard. We can then line the bracket up with the back of the motherboard. Next we've got one of these standoffs to screw onto each corner. Then we've got one of these brackets to go on at the top and at the bottom. If you notice we've got the numbers 1, 2 and 3, and actually this is 3 holes over here. We're going to want to line it up with the one labelled number 2, so the middle hole is the one we're going to want to install them. The other thing is we've got a CPU and an arrow here, so the arrow needs to point towards the CPU. So we'll go ahead and set the bracket into place. Then we've got a thumb screw to go on each corner. DeepCool include a screwdriver we can use to tighten up the thumb screws. And one of the nice things you'll notice about this is we can't actually over tighten these thumb screws. When I'm trying to turn it, it just slips off once it's actually tight enough. Next we need to add some thermal paste to the CPU. DeepCool do include it with the cooler. Before we install our CPU cooler, we're going to need to remove our middle fan because we're not going to be able to screw it down with the middle fan in place. So we just need to free up these clips. Same thing on the other side. And with the clips free, we should simply be able to lift the fan out of the way. We're also going to need to remove the plastic from the cold plate. We can then lower the CPU cooler down, lining it up with the brackets we've installed to the motherboard. Then we just need to secure the screw using the long included screwdriver. We can then replace our fan, so I'm just going to slide it down into place. And once I've got it lined up where I want it, to secure it to the heatsink, all I'm going to do is push here. And then exactly the same thing on the other side. Coming from each of the fans on our CPU cooler, we've got a 4-pin Pwm fan connector. And DeepCool include a double Pwm Fan Splitter cable. So we've got 2 connectors on this end. And on this end, we're going to plug into our CPU fan header. So we'll connect the cables coming from our fans up to the double splitter cable. And you see we've got quite an excess of cables, so all I'm going to do is wrap these around the heatsink to keep the cable out of the way. Then we need to plug the other end of the cable into our CPU fan header at the top of the motherboard, and then we'll tuck just the excess cable in and out of the way. So this is what the CPU cooler looks like installed. As you can see, it's a pretty large cooler, taking up a large amount of space, but the upside on that is it should provide a pretty good cooling. Obviously, I wasn't doing a PC build today. I was just making this video to show you the installation. If you were doing a build, what I would recommend, obviously install your RAM before you install the cooler, because you would now have to take the fan off to install your RAM, and it makes sense to do this the other way around. And again, M.2 SSDs, again, I would recommend installing before you install the cooler as well. I'm not planning on doing any thermal testing today. Like I say, I'm just doing this quick installation video. This cooler was meant to be used in a previous build, but unfortunately it came out without the LGA 1700 bracket. So when DeepCool sent this out, I thought rather than waiting until I'm going to use this in another build, which I'm not sure when it was going to be, I'd make a quick installation guide. And the thermal testing I'll do in whatever build guide I end up putting this cooler into. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have found it useful, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching.